Hello students, welcome back to the mathematics class. In this class, I am going to discuss with you coordinate geometry exercise 5.2 solutions. Now, we have dealt with coordinate geometry in our previous video lesson, the introductory part, the concept we have dealt there. So, those who have not watched that, just click on the iCard, you will be notified. Now, we will quickly proceed to exercise 5.2. I'll read out for you. Write the abscissa and the ordinates of the following points. This is the second bit. Already I have done the first bit in the first video lesson. Write the abscissa and the ordinata. The abscissa is the x coordinate of the point and ordinata is the y coordinate. Now just asking for the points what is the abscissa and the ordinata. So here I am writing the point 4, minus 8. So this, the first is the abscissa, this is the ordinata. Here C is silent, abscissa, the C is silent. So abscissa is 4 and ordinate is equal to minus 8. Likewise, we can write for all of them. Now here let me do the fourth one here. You can do the others for yourself. These are simple bits. Okay. The fourth one here is 5, 0. So this is the point. So here abscissa equals to 5 and ordinate is the y coordinate. So that is equal to 0. Right. So you can do the other problems. Here also mention plural of abscissa is abscissae, as we tell for formulae. Likewise, the plural is abscissae. Okay. Now the third bit I'll read out for you. Which of the following points lie on the axis? Also name the axis. Here given few points. Which points lie on the axis and also name the axis given. Now here if you are seeing the first one, minus 5, minus 8. Now this point does not lie on any of the axes, neither the x-axis nor the y-axis, because the condition is that on the x-axis the ordinate is 0 and on the y-axis the abscissa is 0. That you have to remember. Here both the points abscissa and ordinate are the numbers, so this does not lie on any axis. Now it lies in the third quadrant, where in the third quadrant Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, in third quadrant both the abscissa and the ordinate are negative, right? So if you are taking the second bit, here the second bit is 0, 13. Here clearly abscissa is 0. That means here abscissa 0 means on the y-axis it lies. You have to remember the opposite. Okay. If the x coordinate is 0, on the y-axis, lies on the y-axis. So write down lies on y-axis. So likewise you can do all the sums. Now here I'll tell you one more sum here. In the third one, the fourth bit I'll tell you. Here given minus 3, 0. Here ordinate is 0. That means it lies on x-axis. Right. Likewise, there is another point here. The seventh one here, 0, 0. Here 0, 0 is the point of intersection of the coordinate axis. So this lies on both axes. We have to write lies on both axes. The plural of axis is axis. Lies on both the axes. This is the origin, point of intersection of the coordinate axis. So few more bits I have left over in between. These are the bits. Just you can do it for yourself. Pause and note it down. Let's see the next one. The fourth problem. Graph is given beside here. Seeing the graph, we have to write down. Okay. Write the following based on the graph. The first point is the ordinate of L. Now where is the point L? And the point L for this ordinate. Ordinate means the y coordinate. So how do we get the point L? X-axis minus 7 and minus 7. So this point is minus 7, minus 7. So we have to write only the ordinate of L. Ordinate is just minus 7. So I'll be writing only the solution. See here. And the second one, the ordinate of q. Here q is here. So x is 2 comma 7. 2 comma 7 here the point. So just the ordinate we have to write. So 7. I am only writing the solutions here. The point denoted by minus 2 here. Minus 2 comma minus 2 is the point R. Okay. Capital R. Seeing the graph, you have to answer these questions. The point denoted by 5 comma minus 4. 5 comma minus 4, the point is P here. Capital P. Now the next one. The abscissa of n. Abscissa of n. Where is the point n here? N is on the x-axis. On the x-axis, ordinate is 0. Okay. So the point here is 4 comma 0. So abscissa is 4. Now the sixth one, the abscissa of m. There is m here. See, m is the point here. Taking the x minus 2 comma 7. Minus 2, 7. So the abscissa is minus 2. 7 is the ordinate. So we have completed this. Now the next one, this is the fourth bit. Okay. Now the next one, the fifth problem, just the true or false. I'll read out for you. State whether true or false if correct statement. If false, write the correct statement. Okay. In the Cartesian plane, the horizontal axis is called as the y-axis. No, the horizontal axis is not called y, but it is called as the x-axis. So it is false. So we have to write the correct statement. Horizontal axis is x-axis, not the y. So we have to write the statement also, the correct statement. In Cartesian plane, the vertical line is called the y-axis. Yes. Okay. If it is true, no need of writing the correct one. If it is false only, you have to mention the correct statement. True. Now the third solution, the point which lies on both the axes is called the origin. Yes, this is the origin. The point which lies on both the axes is called the origin. True. Now the next one, the point which lies, the point 2 comma minus 3 lies in the third quadrant. 2 comma minus 3 here, the point will lie here, somewhere here. So this lies in the third quadrant given. So no. Okay, false. It lies in fourth quadrant. Right. So if it is false, you have to write the correct statement here. Now next one, minus 5 minus 8 lies in the fourth quadrant. Yes, because both if you are taking no, it lies in the third quadrant, does not lie in the fourth quadrant. Both abscissa and ordinate are negative in the third quadrant. So it is false. It lies in Q3, third quadrant, both are negative. Fifth one. Now sixth one, the point minus x minus y lies in the first quadrant where x is less than 0. No, the point minus and minus does not lie in the first quadrant. When they are positive only, they lie here. Okay. So given that where x is less than 0 means negative numbers. Both negative numbers, they lie in the third quadrant, not in the fourth quadrant. So this is again false. So the correct statement is it lies in Q3, third quadrant. You have to mention. Please pause it and note it down. Let's see the next problem here given. We have to plot these points on the graph. Asked us to mention, and we have to observe how do we get these points. Okay. So we will plot it. The first one, all these points let us plot. Here I have noted down the x and the y axis and I have segmented it. Here 1 comma 0. So 1 comma 0 means 1 on the x and 0 there is no. So this is 1 comma 0. And 3 comma 0 somewhere here, 3 comma 0. Here minus 2. So minus 2 on the x, minus 2 comma 0 here. And minus 5 comma 0. this point, then 0 comma 0 is the origin, and 5 comma 0 here this point. So when we are observing them, all these points are lying on the x only. Okay, minus 6 comma 0, see here. And what do we observe? All these points we are observing that they are on the x axis. Here the ordinate, see the ordinate is the y coordinate, isn't it? When y coordinate is 0, all the points lie on the x axis. That we observe. So write down all points lie on x axis. This is observation we found. Now let's see the next bit. 0 comma 1. Let's plot 0 and 1 on the y. So 0 comma 1 here given, 0 comma 3. So 0 here and 3 here. 0 3 and 0 minus 2 here and 0 minus 5 here. And 0 comma 0 again here, and 0 comma 5 here, and 0 comma minus 6. So what we observe here? We observe that all the points are lying on the y axis here. That means when the abscissa is 0, when the x coordinate is 0, all those points lie on the y axis. So that observation we will write it here. All points lie on y axis. And there is one more observation we can see. From these two set of points, we can see that the origin is lying on both the axes. So first point here the origin and here the origin. Here it is lying on the x-axis, here it is lying on the y-axis. That's what we mentioned in the previous sum also, that the origin lies on both the coordinate axis. Coordinate axes are nothing but the x and the y-axis. So with this we have completed, we have come to the end of the exercise 5.2. We will see in our next class with 5.3 exercise. Thank you all.